So the first question we're going through today is, as a new empty nester that has been having relationship issues, even when the kids were here, is it still possible to save the marriage when she acts like she wants out? She is distant and disinterested. I suggested counseling, and she has said she would leave if I said it again.
Okay. There's an interesting phenomenon that occurs with women. Not every woman, of course. You understand that when we talk generically, like this is what often happens, but it may not happen to a specific person. There are a number of women, for example, when they finally go through menopause, begin to have some very serious questions about their own validity, their value, their self-worth, because part of what they viewed their self-worth as being was the ability to be a mother. Now, beyond just when the menopause takes place, which means that she can't have any more babies, a similar thing can take place when finally the last baby leaves the nest. And so now it's like I'm still a mother, but not like I was before, because my kids are in college or they have those jobs. They're over there. They're married to that person, those kinds of things. And so sometimes with some women, and I'm not saying it's necessarily the case with your wife, I'm saying that it could be that she's questioning who she is and what she's supposed to be and et cetera, which naturally would lead her to withdraw, because people in that kind of situation basically are trying to figure out, do I really have value? Now, they may not be processing it just exactly with those words, but generally that's what they're doing. And so is it possible to save the marriage in a situation like this? Absolutely. Part of it's going to be patience. Now, when a person is going through that kind of confusion, it is not unusual at all for them to say, leave me alone. Don't push me. And asking her to go to counseling would come across as being a push. So be there, be understanding, listen to her as much as you possibly can, affirm her without sounding like that you're doing something that's not real. In other words, your affirmations can't come across as you're just trying to make her feel better. It has to be things that you actually believe. And with a little bit of time, she begins to soften a little bit. One thing that we would recommend is that gradually begin to find something out there that could focus the both of you on together. Now, I can't tell you what that would be because I don't know what your gifts are, your talents are, but it has to be both of you, not just one. But suppose, for example, I'll just give you a quick example and we'll move on. If she were to say something like, I think young mothers really need to know a lot more about how to take care of their children. Your response might be, that would be interesting. Wonder if we could set up a class somewhere where I could be your co-teacher or at your support group at the very least. And we could think that through and plan it out in advance, and you could start doing that. In other words, focus her on something where she can find her self-worth again. But it can't be something that you just throw at her. It's got to be something that comes out of her heart. So be patient. Don't panic. And wait for those opportunities to when she starts indicating what might be important to her and gently feed into that.
That really hits home more of the last step of reconciliation too, of that aspirational phase, as we would call it, right? And thinking through not only in your crisis moment should you work on making yourself better, but learning ways to pull your spouse back in without having that push effect. So,
very good.
Thanks so much for watching this video. To learn more about this topic, please click here. If you want to learn more about our 3-day workshop, please click here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but also hit that bell to be notified next time we drop a video. We'll see you in the next one.